What's up, everybody? This is Carson. You guys might know me from 3 Joe's. The question of the day was regarding the Tigerfish, which is a remake of the Devilfish. All right, so we've got the Devilfish, and then the Tigerfish was the second wave of Tiger Force, which came out in 1989. So we've got the 1986 Devilfish. Basically, coming out of this video, I think hopefully we can all conclude, using this video and also using Gordon's 4 sealed samples that he just shared in the thread that's talking about this topic, that these 2 little black hoses that are on the back of the Devilfish were obviously included with the Devilfish. They're shown here on the box art. They're shown here on the product photo on the rear of the vehicle. They're shown here on the blueprints. They're shown again on the instructions right here, and this is something that we're going to drill down on, which is some evidence that I want to look at. This is the original blueprint for the Devilfish, and it shows those hoses being installed. And then again, when you're putting the missiles on in the second to last photo before the stickers, it again shows those hoses. So I have no question that those black hoses came with the Devilfish. Now, interestingly, when you look at the Tigerfish, I do have those hoses in the spin, but I think I'm wrong. I'm never afraid to admit that. I'm always happy to find new information and concede where I was incorrect with something. So anyway, they are shown on the box art as being in there. Probably, you know, if we compare the box art, this was likely one of those pieces that was painted over for updating. So that's not a surprise that they would appear on the box art. They also appear in the prototype that's shown on the back of these boxes. Now, a lot of these photos that are shown on the back of these boxes are prototypes, and they don't look, well, they look similar, but a lot different than the final piece. Like, for example, if you look at the back of the box of the Devilfish, it's a skinnier vehicle. Top to bottom, it's skinnier, much skinnier. And also, they probably had to add more depth to that to make sure that it would float. But also, check out these 4 missiles right here. Those sat back towards the driver's seat on the original version of the prototype, and then they were moved as we got the stratified missiles, 2 back and 2 forward. The 2 back ones are parallel with the main gun, and the 2 other ones are forward. So that was a change that they made before they got into production. So as you can see on the box art and the prototype vehicle, those missiles were all to the back, whereas the new box art, it's corrected, and the new prototype photo, it's corrected. So anyway, back to the question at hand, the tubes. So these tubes back here are shown on the prototype vehicle for the Tigerfish. So I do believe that these tubes were intended to be included and that they were probably cost reduced out somewhere in the production process. So what do I have to back that up? Well, first of all, Gordon has been so kind as to open 4 boxes and show us that his 4 sealed contents boxes do not include those tubes. So that's pretty good evidence. I'm going to add a little bit more evidence now. So this blueprint still shows them here, but I don't think this blueprint was edited once the change was made to cost these pieces out. I do think what was edited is this blueprint. So if you look at this blueprint and compare it to the Devilfish blueprint, I've already pulled them together in Photoshop. So here they are side by side. If you look at this piece right here, where it shows the hoses, okay? And then what I'm also focused on is this drawing right here, where it again shows the hoses. Now those are small, but don't worry, we're gonna zoom in. So both of those on the Devilfish show the hoses twice. It calls them out. They are hoses. You got to add them. Now, if you go to the Tigerfish instructions, they simplified the instructions a little bit, turning these 2 drawings into 1 drawing, for example. They continued to use some of the same art, like this here and this here is obviously the same artwork. I would say that this art right here is the same as this one right here. So they are reusing some of the art where possible. But now notice what they did not include. They didn't include this drawing at all, where you show the installation of the hoses. So that's gone entirely. What you do have is this one with the engine covers, and that's the same drawing as that one right there. They did include that. They didn't include the one that showed you how to install the hoses, and that's very, in my mind, very conclusive evidence that these hoses were deleted. Now, another thing, to take that further, this drawing here is actually the same drawing as this one. This one's been cropped, obviously, to add the legal stuff. That was probably pasted in on top since the date of the Devilfish was 86, and that's before they had Photoshop available for compositing. This was literally probably a paste up where they added this text on top of that drawing. So this drawing, some of you might say, oh, that's not the same drawing. Well, I took it a step further into Photoshop, and check this out. This is the drawing from the tigerfish right here. It's been rotated and it's been scaled. Look underneath it is the drawing from the devilfish. Same exact drawing. So what I'm going to do is zoom in a little bit, and this is low res because I just grabbed this off the website quickly. You can see those tubes again right there. There's the little black tubes. We'll make sure you guys can see that. So those tubes are there. Now, when I turn on the devilfish drawing, check this out. Bam, the tubes are gone. They absolutely removed the tubes from the tigerfish. So I think we've got conclusive evidence just going on Gordon's 4 sealed samples, which that's really awesome for him to pull that together. And then looking at how they edited the blueprint twice, not once, but twice, to remove those tubes. I think we can safely say that the original devilfish had the tubes, and the tigerfish follow-up, the tubes were priced out for some reason. And again, the 2 key pieces of evidence are this drawing from the devilfish that was removed that showed the hoses being installed, and this drawing that shows the hoses after they already were installed. They're using the same artwork over here, and the tubes have been edited out. So I think that's it, man. I think we've got the unsolved mystery maybe solved now. So thank you, Gordon, once again for contributing the bagged, sealed photos. I will add those to 3D Joe's. I will also add this side-by-side comparison of the blueprints to show that the blueprints instructions were edited to remove the hoses. And again, it's not uncommon that, you know, as they go through the production process, they remove some things, that they cost out some pieces to kind of bring the total cost of the production down. So I think that's what happened here. Devilfish definitely had them. It's shown everywhere, blueprints, instructions, box art, and prototype. The tigerfish had them at first. It was shown on the box art. It was shown on the prototype vehicle. It's shown on the blueprint still, but they clearly edited the instructions to take those out to reflect that change where they priced out that part. All right, cool. So I think that's all the unsolved mysteries for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed. I love when this kind of stuff comes out, man. It's very much like an archaeological dig. So problem solved, mystery solved. Thanks, guys. Talk to y'all later. Yo, Joe.